Yo, what up guys, what it do? We're back again with another review, and today we're doing SH Figuarts Piccolo. Obviously he's not the SDCC version, but nonetheless, he is Piccolo. So let's bust this guy out of the box, shall we? And before I forget to mention, if you guys stay tuned until the very end of the video, I'm actually throwing in a short preview of the next Dragon Ball Z stop motion I've been working on. I'm not going to tell you who the two characters squaring off are, but I'm pretty sure you'd have a good idea by now. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Here he is, ladies and gents, fresh out of the box. And I gotta say, I've been waiting to get this guy for a while since I missed out on the SDC release, but I am glad that I got him. I got him for like, what, 35 bucks? And I'm pretty happy with it, even though it's not the nice dark purple and pink coloration we all know and love. Now at first glance, like his skin tone, like even though we know this is not true to the anime colors at all, seems more of a mint green, like a piece of gum or like an after dinner mint you'd find at like a grocery store or something. But that's fine, the yellow contrasts that nicely, and it does kind of remind you that I guess the Namekians, Piccolo's race, are what, slugs or something. So that's all well and good. His overall sculpt's pretty damn good as well. I mean, even with the antennas, they're not like too thick or anything. They're actually a little pliable plastic. I wouldn't bend those around too much before you kind of snap them off. As well as his feet there. It would have been cool, I guess the SDCC version has this, but it would have been nicer to have like darker boots, because these kind of look like a bag of a bag of onions or something like that. Come on, focus, man. There you go. Bag of onions wrapped around his foot. I guess that makes sense since he does live in the wild. Yeah, as far as this head goes, I think it's pretty well done. It captures Piccolo's stern expression pretty nicely. It's got the elf ears and the Namekian ears going on there. He doesn't really have any coloration in his pupil, and I don't think he had that in the anime either. All throughout the mold of the actual body and everything, it's pretty good. I mean, you've got the standard like wrinkled clothing going on with all the Ds of the all the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z line, and they've even got like that nice texturing there in his muscles. Like I don't know if you guys ever eat sushi and ever eat the thing called sashimi. It pretty much looks like a piece of sashimi gone bad, but yeah, pretty good detailing. I especially like the way they sculpted the chest here. It's really well toned, if you want to call it that. But I mean, it's not just like a flat piece of green. They could have easily went that way. It's really nice. Now, on closer inspection, it kind of does look like the green of torso and head are slightly different from the green on the arms. It could just be my eyes or the light playing tricks on me, but that looks to be the case. As far as its articulation goes, I'm pretty much expecting standard Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts articulation. His head goes all the way around as you'd expect by now. This neck joint gives you a little bit of range of motion, cracking the neck a bit. Yeah. He's got that standard torso motion. Can go all the way around if you wanted to. If you pull up on a belt here, it does have a little bit more of that kind of hula hoop action going on. Legs pretty standard too. This knee is actually a lot easier to bend, I'm noticing, compared to like both the Gokus. I don't know if they changed something with the pieces in the actual folding here of the pant. I doubt it, but that's nice. It's not a struggle to bend his knee. He doesn't have arthritis. Makes him a better fighter, right? As far as his boots, standard here as well. Don't really move up past that. Oh, they do. It's just really hard to push it up like that. And they move down. That's a messed up toe, man. You should get that taken care of. As far as his arms, I will say that I did actually mess around with this guy and put his crossed arms on, and I have the same problem and / gripe with him as I did with Perfect Cell. Once you take those arms off and try to put these back on, they're a pain in the ass, man. Like, look at that. This one's fun because I jammed it in there, right? And thank God this sleeve piece isn't as flimsy as Goku's, because I've had the peg pop out on that a whole bunch of times right here and had to struggle to put that back in. So yeah, but you can see a good example of the pegging here with this arm. Like, we all know he can regenerate his arms and whatnot, but like still, that doesn't help with posing and everything. Considering how shallow and skinny the peg and the hole are, it makes it a whole lot harder to put this thing back on. Like, look, like, I'm gonna really jam this thing. Hear that? I'm jamming it up there. So I go to move the arm again. Yeah, really loose, so you gotta be careful with that. So I want to show you guys his angry head. Not much different from, it looks a lot like Garlic Jr. Is Garlic Jr. a Namekian? I can't remember. I don't think so. He's blue. And all his henchmen are really nasty. Anyways, I want to say that Piccolo gets major plus points here for being an easy figure to snap the head onto. It's that easy. Frieza. Who else? Base Vegeta. Frieza and Base Vegeta. They are a nightmare because their heads are so small and it's just impossible to get that thing on if you're trying to change the face within like 2 minutes. If you can do that, my hat is off to you because I still have trouble with that. Anyways, pretty nice detailing on this face overall. You know, not much has changed from the regular face here. Just to show you. Look at what's with all the cockeyed things they're doing here. I mean, like, what if you want them angry, but you want them looking this way? You gotta pose them like this, like, hey, the teacher says I'm not supposed to say anything, but I want you to know I'm still mad at you, you know? It's kind of like, what the hell's going on? But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the rest of his hands with the angry face. So here he is with the special beam cannon hand. Again, I think it would have been cooler if they had the eyes looking straight at you. So you wouldn't have to be like, yeah, I can't see you right now. Just keep on walking. I also don't really understand why he has to touch his head for the special beam cannon. It just boggles my mind. Like, does he pick up like gamma rays or waves with his antenna and channel them back into his hand? I don't know. Maybe he's in with the Hulk or something. But yeah, I also thought it was called special beam cannon back in the day. So, kudos to me for correcting that, right? I forgot to mention, I also like the nice touch here with the veins. It's always a very vascular character. Here he is with his jazz hands, or his open energy blasting hands. Again, pretty standard for Figuarts, and he just looks like a weirdly sinister / perverted dancer right now. I also wanted to mention, you know, again, this isn't the SDCC one. I don't know if I like the black fingernails a whole lot. I mean, they're not hurting the figure, but we have seen, like, especially in the anime, we have seen the back of Piccolo's hand numerous times, and his fingernails are like some dirty white. So, yeah. Here he is with his martial arts stand / grabby hands, and again, they've gone the extra mile and included that little vein there. Is that a real vein, or is that a Namekian vein? Like, let's look at the back of my hand here for a sec. They got it kind of close. See, it's right there. I don't know, maybe my veins are just messed up and different from everyone else's. And here's the little piece de resistance we've all been waiting for. The weighted turban head. Points to Piccolo for a matching purple rock in the center of it. But yeah, you know, all throughout the review I've been trying to hold back from saying something, but I don't really know if I like this yellow. It's just an eyesore to me. It makes it look like a cheap dollar store imitation of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased from seeing the anime first, but yeah. So let's go ahead and pop the rest of his outfit on. So the rest of his cape and everything comes in 3 pieces. You get this piece here, a bigger piece here, pretty identical, and again, the actual cape, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's not a flat white at all. It has, if you can see that on the camera there, right on the sides and everything, little shades of like very, 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 very light blue. Almost a pale, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, you know, and it's nice that they went the extra mile to do that. So, in order to get this bad boy on him, what you gotta do is, well, it actually depends. If you want to put the cross arms on, again, there's that yellow. If you want to put the cross arms on, you've got to use the shorter piece, and I'll show why in a couple minutes. Anyways, do all this little magic here. You come on, pop the head off like that. Then we slip the cape on over here, and it's not really enough just to put it on like that. You got to actually push it down a little bit too, so it's a snugger fit. The reason being is that the head will not go on properly if you do not do that. So there it goes there, and don't worry, it does look a little constricting, and that's how it's supposed to be. At least it's up there and not down somewhere else, if you know what I mean. So, now that we don't have the crossed arms, we'll go ahead and slip the figure piece on, and as you can see, there's 2 peg holes on the side, and there's actually a raised surface right here. Pick that up on the camera. There we go, right there. And it just slots and pegs into their respective appendages. God, that was a struggle. But yeah, that's what he looks like with the cape on him. Not much difference behind. These are taller Figuarts. But yeah, so let me show you what he looks like with the crossed arms of the cape. So here he is with his crossed arms and the shorter piece, the front piece of the cape. And I like it, you know. Despite the yellow arms there, I like it. And the nice thing about it is this whole cape thing going on here does not make him top heavy. So he is capable of standing on his own. And just for a quick size comparison here, he is slightly taller than Goku, as he should be. So yeah, that's basically SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Piccolo, non-SDCC version. Would I recommend picking him up? Yes, definitely. For the price, you can't really beat it. For a Figuarts, 35 bucks, that's a steal, with all the accessories and everything you get here. Even though he's not the color from the anime, I guess we can all get past it. You can even paint it if you have to. It's not like he's a freaking $200 priced figure Vegeta, which I thought we were getting a re-release of for SDCC this year, but it turns out it's Arlene Vegeta, which, you know, I could do without. Can you guys? Anyways, that's been my review on SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Piccolo. Definitely recommend picking up the figure if you don't have him in your collection yet. And please remember to hit that like button if you did enjoy watching the review. Feel free to comment and subscribe. So until next time, guys, peace.
Ha ha ha!